So in this video we have a very special guest. So it has to be mentioned that since like you are the only one among the 29 who got selected from MSc, there should be definitely some X factor with you. So what do you think is your?
So myself is Jayanth Kallugudi.
Common question among our audience that is there really the MSc is enough for the ARS, the mindset, and in case of individual approach or in case of the panel approach, what you will say about this, sir? The MSc,
To put it in a simple words, it's about the knowledge you have, or it's about whether you're an MSc student or a PhD. What do you think? And before that, I just also want to add one more thing. In your UG, like you were up to date with everything with the respect to academics before starting your PG preparation, or you started from the scratch for preparing for this ICAR PG exams. You have to prepare for this plant science, and in that, like you got interested in the GPP.
Yes.
How it started?
come to preparation. During our times, there are no such coaching platforms.
Yes.
So we are only reliable on seniors. Do you think that is it necessary to take a guidance from seniors? Do you think that is a most prominent thing in your preparation?
So sir like actually cracked this ARS at the age of 26, which is like mostly a rare thing that is happening in the nowadays.
So that's how I started
So
applying.
this thought of I may not get ARS, it is because of the fact that you are MSc scholar and there are a lot of students from the PhD. Now let's talk about this also, like since we are talking about this prelims, the ASRB NET. So just tell us our audience, like who will be writing this exam right at like in the next week probably. So what should be the proper strategy, what should be the mindset, and how much questions like do you think needed to be attended, and how students should plan for it. So one thing sir I wanted to add regarding the units. The students were repeatedly asking about the part A, part B, part C. So in the SRF, students were also like who are also giving the exams in the next year. So they were asking like what is the specific preparation that is needed for the part A. So just tell frankly that how did you prepare anything for part A? So sir, you mentioned about anxiety, like so at that time you were pressurized that okay I came till interview anyhow I have to crack it. So hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel AgriAddict. So in this video we have a very special guest, ARS scientist who is also our senior from IRN New Delhi, from the Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding. So this is a very right time. So we'll be going to talk about everything about his life and is also like how he cleared this ARS. And in the end of this video, we'll be also giving you fine tips and tricks regarding like how to crack this ARS. And currently we'll be also talking about the ASRB NET right now, since like ARS prelims or ASRB NET exam is going to be conducted very soon. So he will be able to share all the strategies that he has followed to crack these exams, and overall like we'll be getting to know more about him. His story itself is inspiring, being a student from a sub campus of a college where he has now able to crack ARS, that too after completing his MSc. As you know, like MSc is the eligibility right now to write the ARS exams, but a lot of us think that if we are a MSc student and there are a lot of students who are from PhD, there are bit of like competitors for us. The recruiters will always go for the PhD students, but here is an example where a student of MSc, like MSc graduate, has like cracked this ARS exam in a very first attempt. So this is what we are going to talk in this complete video. Sir, I welcome you to this session. So let us talk in detail. So first please introduce yourself. Let's tell us a bit.
Thank you so much, Hari Prasad and Vishek. Thank you so much. So myself is Jayanth Kallugudi, and I studied my schooling I'm basically from Bangalore, Karnataka, and my schooling was from Bangalore itself. I was born and brought up in Bangalore, and my UG for my BSc Agriculture I did from a sub-campus that is the College of Agriculture, Hanunmatti, from under the University of Dharwad, which is a very kind of, you can say, very young college. And later,
Sir, it was like recently started.
it was just 5 years old. Our batch was the 5th batch, so it was very new college. And
so I want to stop it here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
sure.
why? What was the reason behind like choosing agriculture?
So basically, like what we always tell is agriculture was a kind of a second option for everyone, because everyone wants to go for engineering. What we had earlier,
Yeah, the trend was.
the trend was like either they used to go for engineering or medical, but my goal was to go for architecture.
Okay.
I had given my architecture exam. I got selected for NITs also.
Okay.
But since they were in North India, my father was little hesitant. Then from family, friends, they suggested BSc Agriculture is a good option.
Hmm.
And if you want to prepare for UPSC, then that is also good choice to go with.
Okay.
So based on their suggestion, somehow I got into BSc Agriculture.
Okay. So this
Yeah,
is your story.
yeah, that
getting
was
into
the story
BSc.
getting
Okay.
into BSc Agriculture.
So how was your 4-year degree at A campus?
Initially, if I say about myself, even my parents, they are like my grandfather, they are from farming background.
Okay.
My father is a government school teacher in
Mhm.
Bangalore.
Mhm.
So I did not had any agriculture experience.
Okay.
I never
So you're
went to
basically
field.
from like a city background.
Yeah, exactly, from a city background.
Okay.
So I did not any idea about agriculture.
Mhm.
I did not know that paddy and rice are the same.
Okay.
Okay, like I was completely zero. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
So, but eventually somehow I got interest.
Mhm.
Initially, I had a very much interest in economics,
Mhm.
but later, due to good teachers at our college, I grew a lot of interest towards genetics and plant breeding.
Okay.
So, I think maybe in second year, I decided that if I am going to do masters,
Okay.
I will do it in genetics and plant breeding.
Okay.
And
So
somehow,
where was the foundation, sir, like you got regarding the exam?
Yeah.
So what is the
Yeah.
story behind that?
like what
It's
foundation?
like for example, like for preparing for this ICAR PG exams, you have to
Ha.
prepare for this plant science, and in that like you got interested in the GPP.
Yes,
How it
yes,
started?
yes.
Sir,
It-
is there any particular, if we want to say any particular motivation for the GP
Aha.
particularly?
See, basically, what personally, I am a person who loves concepts. I want to understand the subject. I love concepts. I don't like to remember things.
Okay.
Like what we had, that concept is, if you say entomology, if you say pathology, there are a lot of scientific names you want to remember. There are a lot of terms and technologies you want to remember.
Yes,
But
yes.
GPB is not like that.
That's the
GPB is
beauty.
the concept.
Yes,
you
yes.
you understand the concept. You understand the subjects.
That's
That's what
the
I
beauty
love.
of genetics.
Yes.
Yeah.
So somehow I grew interest, and eventually, maybe luckily, I got the gold medal, university gold medal, and I was the first person to get university gold medal from the sub campus.
Okay.
So by God's grace, that was one good thing that happened.
So like from that, like when was the actual day, like or actual year that you started your preparation for your PG?
PG, I think somewhere around third year mid I started,
Okay.
but I was not so serious and I was not aware like how to study and all, because being in a sub campus you don't have such guidance
Mm-hmm.
what you get in a main campuses.
Okay.
So we
So you
had
always
very
targeted for IRI? What was the mindset?
yes.
Okay.
My target was IRI because I just went to that ma'am we had.
Mhm.
Her name was Kaveri Biradar.
Okay.
I still has to thank to her.
Mhm.
She told, ma'am, I have a confusion whether I should do for UPSC or should I do PG.
Okay.
She told, you prepare for IRI PG,
Mhm.
you get a seat in Delhi,
Mhm.
you go there, you will get a scholarship, and Delhi is famous for UPSC.
Yeah,
So you can prepare for UPSC. So
Okay.
from there I started preparing for PG, maybe third year of my undergraduate. And
And a lot of students do not know this, like many students, like even my students, like who are from our AgriAddict platform, like taken a master course, a lot of students actually prepare from your notes. They do not even know about this fact that they read your notes. Like a lot of times, like they used to ask the doubts, having like screenshots from or the photos from your notes.
Okay.
So if you are preparing for that, like it's in a gel pen. It's
Yeah,
in a gel pen.
yeah.
So if you know about it, like he's the him. It's
Gel pen
him.
with red mark. Red.
Most of the red pens and blue pens,
Okay.
and most of
It's
the
him like who has
technology,
written the complete notes, still, which is still
reading.
going on. And sir, I should also say this. So when we were preparing, I saw your video. Like
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
was
yeah,
preparing for this exam, like when there was a lack of like formal guidance for this exam. So I watched your video. Like still, I guess like it is like more than 30K views right now on the YouTube. Like we are in detail. It's like around 35 to
It's
48
around
minutes.
around 1 hour. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, around 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so like in very in detail you have mentioned about the genetics and plant breeding, like how to do it and how to prepare and cover it. So still like it was very much useful for us because at that time, as I mentioned, like there were no guidance. But
Yes,
coming back
yes.
to your preparation, so how about like everything was a self preparation or how did you take it?
Most probably during my UG days, there were some seniors
Okay.
who were preparing for SRF
Mm-hmm.
and sorry for JRF, and I had some guidance from them also, but it was not much
Mm-hmm.
like as we get in the main campuses, but still most of it were like self preparation.
Okay.
So I appeared as a mock test
Mhm.
during my fourth year. So I got to know what the paper is,
Mm-hmm.
how
During
I
your
need to,
third year.
during my third year.
Okay.
I mean, when I entered my fourth year,
Okay.
I gave a mock test,
Mhm.
the JRF test.
Yeah.
So that day I exactly knew what my preparation should be.
Do you
I
suggest
should.
the upcoming students also to give the mock?
Definitely, I would suggest that.
Okay.
Definitely, wherever you get a possibility to give a mock test
Mhm.
or the test series,
Mhm.
you learn a lot of things. I would still say this.
So you remember like how much marks you got?
No, I can't remember it actually.
Okay.
It was very less.
Okay.
It was very less. Probably
So sir, a lot of students also say this. I have heard, sir, if I give the exam without preparation, I lose the confidence. What do you want to comment on this?
that's what happened. Like I told now,
Mhm.
during my third year I gave the exam.
Mm.
I got one of the worst scores. I
Okay.
still remember it. It was very worst. I don't know what my score was,
Mhm.
but it was one of the worst scores.
Mm.
And I had prepared some 200 to 300 pages of short notes before that.
Okay.
I came to room.
Mm.
I completely burnt all my notes.
Okay.
Literally 200 to 300 pages. I burnt it because that day I knew that whatever I'm preparing
Mm.
is not right.
Okay.
So that mock test made me realize that. That's the importance of mock test.
Like you took it in a positive way.
Yes,
Even I
exactly.
remember, sir, like I also gave the exam in the third
Yes,
year.
yes,
Like my
yes,
marks
yes.
was around 78 out of 480. So that's
You
exactly same
you
story.
give a mock test to understand what is the paper, what the paper demands, what the exam demands, and how your preparation should be. You should not focus on your results or your score. So that is one main point I want to stress here.
And one thing, sir, about when we come to preparation,
Mhm.
during our times, there are no such coaching platforms.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we are only reliable on seniors.
Hmm.
Do you think that is it necessary to take a guidance from seniors? Do you think that is a most prominent thing in your preparation?
Yes, yes. See, seniors, I think, are one of the most important, kind of a guide for us, rather than our teachers and everyone. In agri system, seniors are one of the important ones. So if you are not getting seniors, obviously seniors will be there. But still nowadays, like what we have, the platform, digital platforms or social platforms,
Yes,
there are a lot of, coaching, platforms that have opened. So definitely they are going to be very helpful. That's what I want to say. Yeah.
Okay. So we have got like a lot of things on the basics. Like I think like you are recalled all your memories from the UG, so that you had for your preparation. So and in the fourth year, sir, like how like what was the exact duration of your preparation for your UG? And before that, I just also want to add one more thing. In your UG, like you were up to date with everything with the respect to academics before starting your PG preparation, or you started from the scratch?
Mostly it was from the scratch.
Okay.
Whatever my PG preparation, it was completely from the scratch.
Okay.
I read lot of books, again because of lack of guidance.
Okay.
I read many books, probably more than 35, 40 books.
Okay.
Okay, I have read many books.
So it's usually like 5 to 7 books like that currently
yeah,
students
yeah,
read.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That time, again, due to lack of guidance, and there were no digital platforms. There were no much of people telling what to read and what not to read.
Yeah.
So that's why my short notes is huge. So I have
Mhm.
made notes from maybe some 10 books or 12 books.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why
So,
they are very famous now.
maybe.
Yeah.
So I had made, I read lot of things, and my preparation was say around 4-5 months.
So anytime you manifested that you will be ending up as a ARS scientist during your
No,
preparation?
never. I never thought like I will be a scientist one day.
Okay. At a very young age.
That too at a very young age.
Young
I
age.
never thought
So
it.
sir like actually cracked this ARS at the age of 26, which is like mostly a rare thing that is happening in the nowadays, because earlier the eligibility was PhD.
Yes, yes,
Right
yes.
now, like one notification there was MSc, but even in that notification, like sir is like one among the very few who have cracked it with the MSc degree. So that's why I asked this question. Okay, so after that you came into Delhi.
Yes, I secured All India 6th rank
Okay.
and OBC All India 3rd rank,
Mhm.
and I was very happy
Yeah,
that I
of
got
course.
Delhi.
Yeah.
And I came to Delhi. I did my masters in
Mhm.
rice crop,
Okay.
and
So sir, like when you joined Delhi,
mhm.
so that time there was a notification of ARS.
No, not when I joined exactly.
Hmm.
When I joined, we were just enjoying.
Hmm.
We came to Delhi.
Okay.
Coming out of Karnataka is a big thing for us.
Yes.
So
The fellowship was same.
fellowship was 12,500.
Okay,
It
it
was
was same.
same. Yeah, we were getting fellowship.
Okay.
So initial few months we just enjoyed
Mhm.
with friends, going out, exploring Delhi and all.
Yeah.
But after some time, I started little bit of preparation for my CSIR. I prepared for CSIR, and fortunately I cracked CSIR with All India rank of 174.
Okay.
I cracked the net also, as well as the lectureship, the JRF, and after that I prepared for BARC also, but unfortunately I could not give the exam.
So a lot of students do not know about the BARC exam.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
see, if you are pursuing your MSc, or if you are completing the MSc from specific departments like genetics, biochemistry, biotechnology, like you will be eligible to write the BARC exam. If any life science subjects, like if you want to like complete details on this, I'll drop it in the comment section, like in the description box. So the complete blog, just have a look at it. So coming back, sir, like you came here and you enjoyed your whole
Yes,
MSc life at IRI. So when was the stage that the ARS was announced, and you decided that, because as you mentioned, like you did not had any plans prior.
Yes, definitely.
So when was the time? What was the time that you
During our MSc tour, usually we go for a division tours. MSc first year. So I had one of my seniors, Dr. Tribhuvan.
Okay.
You might all know him.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
We know him.
So he had got his selection. He was, I think, in PhD second year or third year at that time. So he had already got its selection, and he was still doing his PhD.
Okay.
So by seeing him, I thought, yeah, he's already in job and he's now aramse doing his PhD. So he must be very chill. You know, you already have a job in hand. You can easily, finish your PhD and just go and join. And at the same time, we had this COVID and everything, 2019 COVID.
Yeah.
So we had to go home. Everything was online. And 2021, we got our notification.
Okay. So that time, like you were
April.
on roll PhD?
No. I was in MSc. I was doing my MSc second year. I was in almost the last semester of my MSc. There was trimester at that time. So I was in almost, I think, second or third trimester.
Okay.
So I was in my MSc when I applied for this ARS exam. Yeah.
Okay.
And also you got degree on time.
Yes, that's a very, very interesting story, which I want to stress kind of. If we have time, I can just tell in 2 minutes.
Yeah, sir. Sure.
I should be thankful to my MSc guide, Dr. Pralay Kumar Bhaumik. The last date for the qualification for ARS was September 19th.
Okay.
By that time, we should have our MSc degree. And I got my MSc degree on September 18th.
Okay.
So just one day before. So maybe by God's grace or,
by your guide's
blessing,
grace.
maybe yes, my guide's grace, I would say.
This time also I think September 31st.
Yeah.
Maybe last
31st
So
is the
that is
last
one
date.
important thing to please be careful about that to somehow manage to get your degree within the time.
Yeah, because you never know like what can happen.
Yes, I have a thing for this also. One of my friends, he qualified prelims, he qualified mains, but he did not get called to interview just because his MSc degree was delayed.
Okay.
He even qualified mains.
Okay.
So he could not get the interview call.
So like now like things should be very properly planned.
Yes,
We can't really just go with the flow. Like
Yes.
if someone is willing to crack or willing to target the ARS, they should be very sure that like when they are completing their degree.
Yes, somehow
nowadays
have to
like
do
things
it.
are not that aligned where things can go on time. So they should be aware of these things.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
So like you were talking about the ARS notification like around 2021. the
2021
notification was
April,
on.
yes,
Yeah.
it was April.
So how did you decide and how did you start your preparation?
Initially when the notification came, actually the date of exam was, the prelims exam was almost overlapping with our SRF exam,
Okay.
the entrance for PhD. So I thought, okay, I'll just apply for both. The preparation will be same. I have to prepare for both the exam at one time. So I just applied, but I never thought like I might crack it. I did not have that in mind. I just thought, okay. And there was also a notification for STO as well as NET.
Okay.
So all three was combined. So I thought at least I can clear my NET exam, even though I may not get ARS.
Yeah.
So that's how I started
So
applying.
this thought of I may not get ARS, it is because of the fact that you are MSc scholar and there were a lot of students from the PhD.
That is one of the major things, because see, if I talk about genetics and plant breeding, there are some of the smartest minds sitting at IRI.
Yeah.
And that too, PhD third years, PhD fourth years, PhD fifth years. So being an MSc second year student, I had very low confidence that I can compete with them.
Yeah.
they have a lot of experience.
It's very obvious.
Yes, it's very obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
They have a lot of experience. They have 4-5 years of research experience. They have wrote several papers and everything. So being an MSc student, I was not so confident.
Okay.
So that was the reason why I thought like
So
I may
you,
not crack.
with the flow, like you just wanted to crack the net, so you
Yes.
gave the exam.
Yes.
So prelims, the result were announced, like you were selected for the mains.
Yeah.
So how was the next level, next phase?
Yeah, prelims I gave it. Prelims was kind of a good. And I also say
It
like
was your first time, right? There was no mock,
that was my first.
no mock like JRF.
No mock, nothing. That
Okay.
was my first exam that I gave for a job.
Okay.
That is the first exam.
Mhm.
So the prelims was common for STO as well as ARS.
Mhm.
So prelims I somehow cracked because I prepared for SRF also
Yeah.
at the same time.
Okay.
So
So
then-
like things were actually aligning with the UP.
Yeah. That was one very good thing which happened with me.
Okay.
There was only I think 15-20 days gap between ARS prelims
And students, like if you do not, like if you are not very sure about this, or if you are confused about this, see, there's syllabus for the SRF and syllabus for the ASRB net. It is like one and the same. Only difference is like in the SRF you will get the other minor subjects like CTech and PGR. Other than that, whatever you read for the SRF, the same thing you have to read for the net. But the level, the difficulty level and the pattern somewhat changes.
Yes. Sometimes the ASRB net will be easier.
Mhm.
Sometimes the SRF will be easier. But if you take an average, they are almost very similar. Very similar.
Okay, both are MCQs and both are
Yes.
one and the same. Like
yes.
if they are preparing, if you are preparing for one, like it is almost like complementing the other
Yes.
one. Yeah.
For during my prelims, I think out of 150 questions, I attended somewhere around.
Yeah, I wanted to
140.
ask that. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Now let's talk about this also. Like since we are talking about this prelims, the ASRB net. So just tell us our audience, like who will be writing this exam, right? At like in the next week probably. So what should be the proper strategy? What should be the mindset? And how much questions like do you think needed to be attended? And how students should plan for it?
So now I think there are 10 days left for the exam. So most of your preparation must be over by now. So there is no time for starting the preparation. So I would not tell about how to do your preparation. But the one thing that I may tell is like what must be your last moment preparations. So maybe if you have your own short notes or maybe anyone else short notes or any other notes.
Jayanth sir,
just-
short notes.
yeah, maybe my short notes.
Okay.
So just keep revising it. Don't read books now. This is not a time to read books. Keep relying on your short notes or maybe coaching material or any material. Take test series wherever you get the test series. Try to take the test series, maybe daily 1 or 2 or 3, whatever the test series you are getting. And wherever you can get some old practice papers or old question papers, whichever, or some objectives books, whatever you are getting, try to
Yeah.
focus more on that.
So yeah, I got this point. Like objectives.
Yes.
See, for a lot of subjects, like even in the plant sciences, if I start from PG also, there is no defined like objective books. There are few. Like for example, for genetics and plant breeding, we have like this BK Prasad BD Singh
Yes.
and like from Pundan Singh objectives.
Hmm.
So like talking about the importance of this objective books particularly, because there is a lot of difficulty in answering the questions of that book. So did you do it, or how did you?
Yes, during my actually during my JRF, I did not do it because I did not had the knowledge of these books.
Okay.
But during my ARS preparation as well as during my the NET as well as SRF preparation, I did solve these
Okay.
multiple choice questions. Maybe
So
the BK
any-
Prasad and BD Singh.
Okay, sir. Any other objective books in your knowledge? Other
Maybe
than-
for breeding and genetics, I mainly refer to these two books.
Okay.
And for seed technology, I referred I think 3 or 4 different books. There is one Ranganayaki, there is one Venudevan, book from Venudevan, and Vanagamudi. So these are the major 3 books for seed technology.
And
which
soon
I
we will be
refer.
also publishing our own book.
Yeah,
since
yeah.
it is
I think
most
that's
requested
going to
one.
be a great.
Yeah.
That will be really great.
Yes, sir.
Because these books, as I have observed, there are lot of ambiguity.
Yeah,
You
that's
there
what,
are
like-
there are many incorrect
And
answers.
this
they
is
have
our main
given this.
motivation, that
Yes,
why
exactly,
we want
exactly.
and why our audience wants the books.
Seeing reading those books since 3 or 4 years, I have noticed lot of ambiguity in this, lot of so many mistakes in that. So if you can come up with a good book which covers everything in at
So we
once.
are already working on it from
Yeah,
last 1
yeah.
year. Hopefully, like by this December, all our books will be on place and
that
will
will
be
be
in the
that will
market.
be really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the object is like fine that you mentioned, like it's very simple. Like for now it is BK Prasad and BD Singh
Yes,
that students
yes,
can go
yes.
for, like if they want to attend like many questions that they want to solve. So apart from this, like in the net, you mentioned about the strategy that now at the last moment, like short notes will really help them. Other than that, like now let's assume like student is going to attend the exam. So per se, like the question, like number of questions is 150, and now for prelims the strategy is simple, that they have to clear the cutoff. So how many questions do you think?
For net, I would say maybe you can target for around 65 to 70% at least.
Okay.
So out of 150 questions, you have to get somewhere around 100 or 110, right.
Okay.
So say if you attend, suppose 135 or 140 or 130 maybe. So even there is a, if you take the possibility of the questions
Sir,
being
since
wrong.
you attended these exams, like, do you think like any constraint in the time, or time can be well managed?
Not for prelims.
Okay.
Prelims, I think there is enough time,
Mm.
and usually the net questions will be quite simple. I will not say they won't take much of your time.
Okay, not lengthy. Yeah.
Not lengthy.
Yeah.
There will be few questions obviously, but still I think time is good enough for completing all the questions and making some revisions also. And the strategy I follow is like I take different rounds. For the first round, I try to attend all those questions which I know the answer,
Okay.
which I am 100% sure. Then I go for the second round. Wherever I have to, take some time, think about it, I will do them. Then at the third round, I go for, my smart guesses and everything.
Okay.
So
So
that's
this is
how
all
I
about like
follow.
ASRB NET. It's very simple. So one thing, sir, I wanted to add regarding the units. The students were repeatedly asking about the part A, part B, part C. So in the SRF, students were also like who are also giving the exams in the next year. So they were asking like what is the specific preparation that is needed for the part A. So just tell frankly that how did you prepare anything for part A?
Part A, during my SRF preparation, actually I did not specifically prepare for part A.
Yesterday, like I had a conversation with the student, like he was asking, "Sir, what about part A? I'm very much like confused about part A." I mentioned it, like we don't usually prepare it. I am also like I also secured like second rank in my PhD, and we have a lot of friends, lot of seniors like who guide us. So what to do? So just tell us honestly on the camera, so that
That
students
is
will feel
very.
confident.
I'm being very honest right here. During my SRF preparation, like before 3 years, I did not prepare anything for part A, the general agri or general knowledge question. And what I noticed, even I gave the SRF exam this year.
Okay.
So what I noticed is if you can refer the ICAR website, whatever the recent technologies or recent
Technologies,
things in the
varieties,
news,
yeah.
so that will cover maybe at least 50% of the questions from part A, all this of the syllabus. And the later 50% of the questions is very unexpected.
Okay.
I don't think the time we give for that preparation is not what you can say, there is no cost benefit ratio.
Okay. Got
That's
it.
what I
It's
tell.
not
So
worth it.
yes, it's not worth it, exactly.
Because
So
like there are a lot of
focus.
things to study in the part
Yes,
C.
there are many things, and they may ask from anywhere. You cannot guess the questions. You don't know what is the syllabus. There is no proper syllabus for that. So focus mainly on part B and part C.
Okay, so this is about the SRF. I also wanted to ask this. So coming back to the SRB net, like you mentioned about the specific strategy right now, students, like if you are already also like curious to know about the mains preparation, I guess like you will be, but we'll be taking out in a different session. I would be also requesting sir to come again, and where you'll be on a proper smart board, you'll be explaining each and everything on a unit to unit basis. Because see, like if he has cracked these exams at a MSc where no other student were able to crack it, then he had some specific strategy. So if he is able to share it, then definitely that will be going to help you for your mains. So stay tuned. So we'll be coming up with that video later.
There is one common question among our audience that is there really the MSc is enough for the ARS, the
For the
mindset
PhD.
and in case of for individual approach or in case of the panel approach, what you will say about this, sir? The MSc, the thing.
Yes. See, as I told during my MSc, when I applied for exam, obviously I was not confident. But somehow, because I was preparing simultaneously for SRF also, I could somehow crack my prelims. And when I got the call for mains, there was a time period of 2 months. And I think 2 months is more than enough for mains preparation. If you have already read, all the major books.
So any
for
of
the
your
prelims.
seniors notes help you?
And
Okay, everything is on your own.
everything was my own.
Okay.
Whatever I studied, it was completely my own. And I referred very few books, very few standard books for mains.
Okay.
I did not read very lot of books. There were very few books, and maybe in the later video we will discuss that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the approach, and 2 months is more than enough
Sir,
for mains
like
preparation.
while you are preparing for mains, what was the mind that you were preparing that okay, I want ARS, or you are preparing with the mindset that no, I want experience?
No,
What exactly?
the thing was, yeah, at that time I think I have a very strong writing capability.
Okay.
So I was confident that there is a very high chances that I may crack this mains.
Okay.
Okay, during interview I was not so confident.
Like
but
so, for example, like what I mean to say is like you were preparing in a such a mindset that no, I'll crack this mains and I also go for interview and I'll crack it, or you were just thinking of cracking mains?
I was just thinking of getting an experience.
Okay,
Because
got it.
since it was my first exam,
Mhm.
I wanted to get a good idea like how the paper will be. And
Mhm.
usually you won't get a mains paper, previous year
Okay.
papers.
So, but still, like even though it was a mindset with the experience, but you gave it 100%.
Yeah, I gave my 100%. I always do that, even
Okay.
though if it is for experience.
Mhm.
And mainly what happens is I never think of my results.
Okay.
That what result I may get.
Mhm.
My always focus is what efforts I am putting. Okay, I focus on my efforts. I try to give my 100%, and I leave the result to
So,
my
what was the
efforts.
duration like mains preparation?
2 months.
Okay, 2 months.
Yes.
The time gap between the prelims
Yes,
and mains.
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
that was
2
a
months.
proper 2 months
Proper 2 months.
that you dedicated.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and you mentioned like your answer writing was good.
Yes.
So, is it from the thorough preparation from like?
Like
much
I
before?
had a habit of making short notes.
Mm-hmm.
I had a habit of making notes in my class,
Okay.
and I was preparing for UPSC also.
Mm-hmm.
So I had taken few answer writing classes.
Okay, classes.
So
Yeah. Everything
those things
added up.
helped me.
Okay.
And I have watched 1 or 2 YouTube videos.
Mhm.
I want to mention Dr. Vikas Mangal.
Mm.
So he is a scientist in CPR right now, Shimla.
Yeah.
So I
So
had watched
we
his,
used to watch the
yeah,
classes.
I watched his videos for some kind of guidance, like how to write your paper and everything. So
Mhm.
that matters a lot. How you
Okay.
write your paper, because time is very short for
Because like message is very clear. A lot of students ask us, sir, really it is needed to make a notes. Should we make our own notes? So they should be aware of such things, that they should have some clarity why they are pursuing MSc and why they want to go for PhD.
Yes,
If they are planning
yes,
for ARS, it's not like one day process. They can like master the answer writing.
exactly.
So they have to start preparing their own notes. It's not a matter of question that they ask, like whether should I go for a notes, whether it will help me or not. Is there any shortcut? Like if they are willing to crack this ARS, there is no shortcut. Like they have to anyhow.
Definitely. Especially for mains, there is
Yeah.
no shortcut.
It's about skill and
It's
execution.
about yes,
Practice.
exactly. Practice, skill, and your the skill of answer writing, the art of answer writing.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
say the art of answer writing, not
Yes,
the
yes.
skill.
That only comes with the practice.
Yes, exactly. That
Okay.
proper guidance and proper practice.
So
that
now
is very
let's
important.
go to the next phase.
Yes.
So now with your 100%, you gave it and you cracked the mains. Now you were selected for the interview.
Yes.
Tell us exactly what was the mindset.
The gap between mains and interview was almost more than a year.
Okay.
Almost.
So it was
more
delayed
than
because
a
of
year.
COVID and some other
Yes,
things.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Because of COVID, there was some change of the
And
chairmanship
chairperson, yeah.
and directorship and many things.
Mhm.
So it delayed, and meanwhile I was preparing for my UPSC,
Okay.
and I got a call for interview,
Mhm.
and there was a time period of around 20 days
Okay.
for preparation.
Only 20 days.
Around 20 days they gave, 20-25 days.
Mhm.
So I used to go with my seniors because I was the only MSc student
Mhm.
from genetics.
This has to be mentioned that out of like total students candidates that were selected for the interview, you mentioned like it is 29. It was
29,
30
around,
29 attended. In 29, like sir was the only one who was from the MSc for the
yes,
genetics and plant
yes.
breeding. So this particular inside field, you have to really tell us like how
Yes.
was the field?
Since I was the only student, initially during our preparation, we used to, there is no book that you can read for interview, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't know what questions they may ask.
Okay.
So we used to go with seniors,
Mhm.
some 5-6 seniors. We used to discuss. Whenever we discussed, I noticed they know a lot better than me.
Okay.
Because I used to just sit silent and just listen what they are telling, because many things I didn't know.
Yeah.
Since I was an MSc student, I had very less experience with respect to research or anything.
Mhm.
But still somewhere I was very anxious. So initially, like, I was very underconfident. During my preparation, I used to get a lot of anxiety attacks. I
Okay.
could not sleep for many days.
Okay.
Even I think 2 or 3 days before the interview date.
So, sir,
I did not
you
sleep
mentioned
properly.
about anxiety. Like, so at that time, you were pressurized that okay, I came till interview, anyhow I have to crack it.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was the mentality. Like, I have done so much. I have come so close.
Okay.
You know, that I cannot let this go out of my hand.
Mhm.
And I also want to mention, before this, I had given an interview for senior technical officer.
Okay. STO. Okay.
So I missed this interview just by 0.5 marks.
Okay.
So I had kind of a regret about that also.
Mhm.
So my mind was thinking like, I cannot let this go.
Mhm.
You know, that was the thing, and I was very anxious. I could not sleep for many days. Even just day before exam, I could not sleep. On the day before interview. On the day of interview also, I could not eat properly. But somehow, as soon as I entered the the chamber, there were 4-5 panel members. They make you very comfortable.
Okay.
Even though you are, you have that fear of interview, they make you very comfortable. And as soon as I entered and I started speaking, I got my confidence back.
Mhm.
And I feel like my speaking and my way of answering, so that is kind of better.
So it has to be mentioned that since like you are the only one among the 29 who got selected from MSc, there should be definitely some X factor with you. So what do you think is your X factor?
That's what exactly. One thing is the way of my answer writing during
Okay.
my mains.
Okay.
I got one of the highest scores in mains.
Okay. So that's
So
the
that
additional
was
point.
one
Okay.
major point.
Mhm.
And my way of answering, with that confidence during my interview.
Okay.
So that is one, and again the plus point where I got, the
And
advantage.
also, since it is based on MSc, sir, do you think the profile what you have or any research articles related things, does it matter that for the panel since it
During
is based on MSc? No?
see, there was no specific scorecard for it,
Yeah.
but yeah, maybe for some extent it might matter. But again, if you have a good research kind of, what you say, a good knowledge base and a good research knowledge base,
They
obviously,
will prefer,
yes,
they will only prefer about your the subject
yeah,
knowledge.
how
Yeah.
the subject knowledge I have, what is my mentality,
Yeah.
the way I'm talking, how is my scientific temper. So those things matter more than your publications and everything, because as a MSc student we will not have much of publications or awards or anything.
So like to put it in a simple words, it's about the knowledge you have, or it's about whether you're a MSc student or a PhD. What do you think?
It's definitely the knowledge.
Okay.
That was the basic knowledge. I am not telling about very advanced knowledge.
Mhm.
You need not to have a very advanced knowledge.
Basic knowledge
The
with-
basic knowledge of the subject.
confidence,
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So this
That
is
is
what
very
like students
important.
like see like there are many students right now like who will be going to write this exams who are basically from the
MSc and
MSc
first
because
year PhD.
first year PhD, and many are with the mindset that okay, I'm still pursuing my PhD. There are a lot of students who are already completed their PhD, so they'll be also competing us. So here is the example. Is the example where you can take it as a motivation. See, nothing matters more than a knowledge and the way you express the hard work you do. And based on that, like you need not to consider anything else, like whether like how much papers you have published, how
Yes,
much
yes,
publications
yes.
you have, or what other things that you have done it in your like MSc or the PhD. Like it's all about that how you explain in that. Oh, sir, what was the duration of your interview?
For us, interview was quite short.
Okay.
I think it was for around 15 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, as you told, what we express in that 15 minutes,
Yeah,
that's what
that
matters.
that matters
That's
a
what
lot. Yeah,
matters.
okay.
What you write in the 3 hours for mains,
Mm.
and what you express in the 15 minutes of the interview,
Okay.
that's what
Three
matters.
and
Nothing
half
else.
hour is
Yes, yes, yes. Nothing else.
So this is all about the message, the proper and the clear message that we wanted to give you with the right example was that like if you are preparing for this exam, whether you want to crack the net or you are preparing for mains or you want to go for ARS like interview. So the strategy is very simple. You have to be disciplined, you have to work hard, give 100%. Rest everything it's on the God's grace. So if the
Yes,
things are
yes.
already like planned for you, it will be done.
Leave the result to God.
Yes, that's
Put
it.
your 100% effort.
Okay.
That's
So anything else like if you want to know about about you the subject of genetics and plant breeding, whether it is respect to like SRF or it is respect to like ERS, STO, SMS, like you can always comment on this video. We'll try to engage like more such content where the right content is available for all of you who are like upcoming aspirants for these exams. And sir as mentioned, like I'll be also requesting him to come up with the proper full length video on explaining in detail about the unit wise things for the mains exams and the proper main strategy that he has followed, right? So we'll be getting it very soon on our YouTube channel, so stay tuned. And if you like the content, then like, comment, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. And sir, thank you so much for being here
Thank you, thank
and
you,
sparing
thank you.
your valuable time with us. So it's quite like very rare where the students who have completed their masters and PhD, they give some time to the students and they're willing to guide. So it's a very good thing that you have agreed for this podcast and you have come here, and we are like roaming in the field and it's too hard
No, it's,
still.
it's kind of good, but still I would like to appreciate what you people are doing. I mean, I have seen these two since my MSc and my PhD. These are my immediate juniors, and I'm really proud and I really appreciate for whatever the work you are doing. And I would say all the best.
Thank you,
for
sir.
that.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much.
And like we always need your support, and you have already willingly accepted that like to extend your support.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you so
sure,
much.
sure.
And one thing I want to tell sir that when I am in UG, I have called you for some guidance.
Yeah.
You are like you look like me as a junior. We are from different campuses, but You have guided me very well. That's because of you, maybe some factors. I am here. I am very really thankful to you, sir, for that
great.
purpose.
That's great.
Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you.